Salute, General, Iro, Musa, Etiquette. I'm affectionately referred to as General Etiquette, and I've been thinking. I've been thinking about a variety of subject matter, but today specifically, I've been thinking about a consistent theme, right, that we preach and we try to promote here on the channel, which is having the difficult conversations and or interactions with loved ones in order to get to the other side, right? And start doing the heavy work in order to get to the healthy relationship, right? So it isn't lost on anyone that, right, a part of male conditioning is the suppression of emotion, right? A part of our condition, whether it is that you played collision sports or any sports growing up, and or any environments where men typically gathered and young men were being groomed and raised, there was a prevailing notion of this idea of the expression of strength, right? Almost in a hyper masculine form at times, right? But this idea of the conditioning that we receive, that expressing ourselves emotionally, is difficult because as we age and as we get older and we have to navigate these real world relationships, then we realize it really has hindered us, right? Because then when you're trying to navigate relationships with your loved ones and you need to talk about what it is that you need, right? We have to start going back and learning and understanding that communication, right, from one person to another requires a collaborative effort, right? The people in your life, your loved ones, the ones that you believe and find and deem worthy, right? You have to learn their love languages. You have to understand how people want to receive information. You have to understand how people want to be apologized to, right? And this is all if it's worth it to you, right? So you really have to sit with yourself, but the relationships that are worth it, because you should definitely have relationships of value and substance in your life. So the relationships that you deem necessary, right? We have to start looking at the way that we want to give and receive information, the way that we want to give and receive love, right? And I know men, a part of our conditioning is that we're not taught to explore our emotions or the navigation of our emotions, right? Red pill ideology teaches us that we have to be centered in our emotions, right? We have to be able to be controlled and navigated from a logical perspective, right? And with all of that being said and being subscribed to the navigation of our emotions, we still need ways to healthily relay information, right? Like when we're hurt, right? A lot of the lashing out that men do at different points and different periods in our lives is because we don't feel heard. And that's people in general, right? We all know that suffocating feeling when you feel like you're screaming at the top of your lungs and no one is hearing you, right? So no one is hearing you. That suffocating feeling when you feel like you're not being heard. Men, right? A lot of the violent expressions that we have and tend to have and end up having is because the ways that we relay information, right? Something as simple as letting somebody know, you know what, something you said really hurt me. Because that's what's real. It's not being weak. It's not being effeminate. It's being vulnerable. And that's actual strength, right? So as we dive into our self-care, our self-love, our spirituality, we understand this idea of vulnerability. Vulnerability is strength. To be able to let somebody know in a healthy and constructive way, look, you hurt me, or something you said bothered me, or this is why it bothered me, and not being so quick to anger or being so quick to lash out, right? I know me personally, one of the reasons why aggression is always bubbling at the surface because there was a time in my life where I feel like I was picked on, where I feel like I didn't defend myself as much as I could have and should have, right? And what that had created in me, it created a very aggressive character, right? It made me aggressive. It made me understand, well, yeah, not only am I growing up, right, in a certain environment, right, I need to be able to not just protect myself, but me and all my loved ones. And while I believe and subscribe to that, right, as I get older and as I grow and I look at my personal pathology, I have to understand the things in my past that have brought me to where I am. And as I navigate as an adult, right, with things to lose and people that I'm invested in, family, loved ones, right? I need to be able to control my emotions. We all need to be able to control ourselves, to sit and be poised, not be so quick to anger, not be so quick to lash out. Black men, we are sitting behind bars. Not overall, not more than not, but I'm talking about we have brothers behind bars, and a lot of the times it's because of moments where a few seconds might have dictated, right, years or the rest of someone's life, right? So for us in aggregate, black men in aggregate, a part of our revolution, a part of our going to the next stage and the next phase is that we have to be hypercriticals of ourselves, right? Not so much so in a negative standpoint, but being able to examine why we are and the way we are and how we've arrived to the place that we have. And a part of that is navigating our emotional expression because we understand the hurt. There's a lot of pain in the black community. There's a lot of pain in the black community. There's a lot of pain in black men. We've been hurt. We've been hurt. Not just our image, not just our characters, our integrity. We've been hurt and attacked on multiple levels. And we've never been given an outlet to heal or even a platform to even voice it. Right? So black men, I'm here to tell you it's okay. It's okay, but you have to understand when we navigate, we need to be able to navigate our emotions, not be so quick to anger, not be so quick to over leverage ourselves on one another, right? As we build and reshape our community, we just have to start examining a lot of these different things in the way of progression, right? So remember, I don't have all the answers by far. I'm just here to facilitate the conversation. Please hop up in the comments. Let me know what you think as it pertains to the idea of men, right? And this expression of aggression, right? And this idea of being able to be poised and navigate and try to figure out why it is that we're being triggered by the things we're being triggered in an attempt to navigate in a more healthy and safe fashion. Please hop up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit that notification bell so you know whenever I drop a video. For all my new subscribers, shout out and salute to you. For everybody that's been rocking with me, shout out and salute to you. If nobody said it, I love you. If nobody said it, I'm proud of you. You know how the law of attraction works. You get 10 times what you put out there. Whatever you put out there, you get 10 times over. You feel me? So put out love, blessings, love, safety. Blessings, love, and safety. Salute.